everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Wah, set in the one and only Brobna. And today we have a super special battle report for you because we are once again taking to the skies with boarding actions. And we are debuting a brand new army because even though Beanie will be piloting his...
Space Marines!
I will be piloting the Death Guard.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So here we are once more in the Gulodank, the giant space hulk that floats ominously above Brobna and its many, many forms. And we are playing a mission from the newest white dwarf over here called the Tower of Whoa! Which looks a little bit like this, or this, if you want to actually see it in action. And it is a very easy one today, my friend, because there are only 2 objectives. Yes. 25 victory points at the end of the game for each objective marker you control, and there are 1, 2, 3 in action, and cut off the head, 10 victory points for slaying the Warlord. Now you might be looking at this deployment map over here and thinking, where the hell does the attacker deploy? Well, my friends, thanks to this brand new white dwarf, you get to use these, which are basically boarding pods. Now, these absolute horrors, instead of deploying like normal with 1 unit per tile on the battlefield, you get to decide where they come in. You pick a unit, put it in, slap it next to there, start the game, boom, straight in there.
So cool.
It's going to be
cool.
very cool indeed. So obviously Beanie and I we both want to be the attacker, let's face it, because
Absolutely.
we both want to use this new rule of just slamming into the Gulodank and unloading some horrible, horrible people within it. So let's go and meet the teams and then start cracking some skulls. So here we are with my brand new Death Guard army, courtesy of the one and only Gareth Burke, who sold these bad, stinky boys to me, and I hopefully will give them a loving home and a good turnout in today's battlefield debut. So, starting with my Malignant Plague caster over here, I've got 2 spells on him. I've got the Plague Winds, which increases the range of my contagion range by 3 inches, I believe, or maybe up to 6, I'm not entirely sure, but it increases it nonetheless. My contagion in this game is only the basic one, which means that if Beanie is close enough to me, he gets -1 to his toughness, which is pretty good.
That's nice
indeed.
and easy for us to remember.
I know, right? That's why I love boarding actions, baby, and especially with a brand new army, because I know I'll make mistakes, but this means I'll make less of them, hopefully, at least.
Yeah, caveat that, please.
The only other spell that he's got is the Curse of the Leper, which is basically you roll 7d6 on a target enemy, and for each 6 you take a mortal wound, which is pretty... for each dice that exceeds your toughness, you take a mortal wound. So it'll be 5s and 6s I'll be fishing for with those 7 dice. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's my Warlord, and of course I've gone for the enhancement that allows us to open the airlock straight away, because it is, without question,
run and boot.
It's the best one. It is the best one because you want to get through to objectives as early as possible.
How do the other guys not understand how to use doors?
Well, to be fair, they've got sludge and trotters for feet, so I imagine that kind of is a bit bad.
They're pretty smart, mind.
Yeah, that is very true. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe this guy just is keeping all of the secrets of doors to himself. The secret of doors. He is the true Dumbledore over here. But we have some 5 Blightlord Terminators. All of them have got assorted plague weapons and flails and horrible bits there. There's even a Blight Launcher sneakily hidden within the slop. Look at them. They've come straight out of the muck and they are ready for action. They are nasty in close combat, and I know that if I have a plague weapon keyword for my boys, I get to re-roll wounds of 1, which is pretty nasty indeed. Supporting my boys is 5 of the loveliest and stinkiest Plague Marines over here. They have got an assortment of weapons, and I've even got one of them upgraded because it's free with a chime. Now, the chime means that whenever I shoot you on a 6 to hit, I believe it automatically wounds you. So my bolt guns, of which I have 5 in the group, may be able to get some sneaky wounds in just through that. So not too bad at all. And then we have the real stars of the show, 20 of the unwashed masses, the Poxwalkers, who are... Well, they have the potential to be very, very annoying, especially in a blob of 20 of them, because you don't break these up when deploying in boarding actions. They just drop on the battlefield in the full squad size of 20, and 20 models of anything in the confined corridors of the Gulodank is going to be hard to deal with indeed. And here we are with Beanie's teamie. So show us what you're bringing, my friend.
Okay, so today I am playing as White Scars, or the Yellow Scars for us today.
Nice.
And at the front I have a Librarian in Terminator armour. I have given him the Stormbolter.
Nice.
And, oh no, I've given him the Combi Melter because it's free now.
Oh yeah, because everything's free.
Yeah, so he's got a Combi Melter. He has the spell Null Zone, which can turn off invols.
Very useful.
And he has Psychic Fortress, which can give me a 5-up invol.
Very good, very good.
Which is quite cool.
Now, is Null Zone, has they FAQ'd it yet, where it only affects enemy players, or is it everyone's invulnerable is turned off? Because I know that was a bit of a worry for some people at that time. We'll double check before we start playing, but I thought I'd just ask in case you...
Yeah, it'll be fun anyway.
Yeah, just, oh, nobody gets an invul, not you. Right. Cool, so he's your leader.
He is, and he also can open doors successfully and easily.
Should we just say that he's got the big boot? That's like the enhancement is the big boot from The Simpsons, the Aussie boot.
Disparaging the boot is a bootable offence.
Exactly, yeah, there we go.
Right, and then I've got 2 squads of intercessors. They have the auto bolt rifles, and the 1 squad, and they've got the grenade launcher, because why not?
It's free.
Yep, and they both got a power weapon, got a thunder hammer and a power fist.
Very nice indeed.
And then to round it off, I have the flamiest of flames. I have 3 aggressors with flamers. And in White Scars, you know, they can advance and charge and still shoot their guns. Not a big problem. Very nice.
Very good indeed.
And then on the right, we have some Eradicators for more fire.
Erratic! Okay, yeah, I cannot wait to see these guys melt my stinky boys into bags of pus. Nasty, 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 but... these are going to be fun to fight against, and that is going to be a fun terrain to fight on, so let's get on with the battle and roll to see who's going to be the attacker. Ho ho ho! So here we are after deployment, and gosh darn it, Beanie won the roll-off, which meant that he got to be the attacker and got to use the cool new toys to put his aggressors over here, 2 squads of intercessors over here, and his leader, Rudiger, and his eradicators over there. Eradigators? There's a joke there. There's a joke there somewhere. And I had to swamp and basically congeal in the middle. However, I am on good objective control. I am the defender after all, so I've got to make sure that the attacker does not take these precious things from me, and hopefully my Plague Caster and his Blightlord Terminators over here will help me get that job done.
I regret my deployment.
You could have, it was alternating deployment, you were able to see. He could, I guess that we spoke off camera about you putting one of them up there so that you could take the easier objective rather than take on the Blightlord Terminators and the shambling Poxwalkers.
Yes, there's an element that maybe I should have put my bigger gun on the other side, but...
you do have the Flamers though. The Flamers will chew through most things given a good day, and these guys here aren't exactly made of anything more than paper and sneezes, so let's see how we get on, because I don't know if the attacker or defender goes first on this, but we're going to roll anyway, because that's just how we do. That's how we do on this channel. It's a 3. It's also a 3. The mind games begin. This is what you did to me last time. This is what you did. Oh, it's a 3 again. Oh, it's a 6. Unfortunately, that means that Beanie will be taking turn Een. So here we are after Beanie's turn 1 movement, and there has been a great expansion of the yellow scars because the aggressors over here have been joined by their intercessor brethren as they storm through the hallways towards objective number 2, and the other group of intercessors moved out of their boarding pod behind cover over here, hoping to open fire on these Poxwalkers. Both of these 2 units, by the way, they both set to Overwatch just in case I come around the corner looking for a good time. Over here, Rudigators have decided to move forward. Did they advance all of them?
Yeah, all of them have advanced, because I might as well.
Because White Scars, they don't suffer the penalty for advancing and shooting, did they? That's their joke. Yeah, cool. So, they're all ready to go, and is there anything to do in the Psychic phase, my friend?
Yes, so I'm just going to do a Psychic Fortress, which...
so that'll be a 5-up invulnerable for... is it everyone around him, or is it just
within
him?
6.
That's really good.
Because he's already got a 5-up.
Okay. Cool.
So this goes off on a 6.
Here we go then. First Psychic power of the game. Booyah! Goes off on a 10. So that means that everyone around Rudiger has a 5-up invulnerable, which is not to be sniffed at in the slightest. Anything else that he wants to cast? Because I know they get 2.
No, because you can't see anyone else to blow up any brains.
Absolutely fair. So we move into the shooting phase now, and I believe that the only shooting that can be done is going to be of these intercessors over here down into the Poxwalkers.
Yeah, everyone else apart from them is set to Overwatch, so I need to find some dice.
Now, I would say that every single person here can see down the line towards those Poxwalkers, or at least one of them a piece, so should be fine. Let's do it to it, because these are assault or auto bolt rifles, so it's 3 shots a boy, isn't it?
Yep.
Beautiful stuff.
13,
beautiful
14.
stuff.
Oh no, one more.
Here we go.
Wonderful.
There we go. Cool, so this is going to be hitting on
3s.
Hell yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Lots of shots going through the hallways, ricocheting off the walls and splattering into these wet, cold, nearly lifeless bodies. 4s on 4s.
They'll likely be the crew of the ship.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So 4s.
Oh, okay. A few through.
There is.
Do these have any minuses, these?
They do not. So 4.
So 4, and I get no cover against them because I have to allocate them on the ones you can see. So it's going to be no save. They have a 7-up save, but they have a feel no pain of 6-up.
Yes. Is it that? Yeah.
I believe that it's that.
Oh, there it is.
I will double check just to make sure that they have that. Again, new army, new rules. So 2 of the Poxwalkers are blatted off the face of the earth. So we'll do it in a line like that. So it looks like the fire has just gone whittled straight into this big sloppy mess. But I believe that that is the end of the shooting phase. And I'm not entirely sure if there's any charges to make either, because these guys here would have to get a heroic one to charge through, maybe at the Blightlord Terminator, maybe at them. I don't think it's possible.
That might not be the best plan they've ever had.
No. So are you calling it there for your turn 1B?
I am indeed.
Very successful indeed. So here we are after my movement phase, and I have not risen to the challenge. My girlfriend would know a lot about that. And instead, I have drawn back inside myself, I mean into the battlefield over here, to try and recuperate a little bit, because these guys over here, if there's one way to defeat the common cold, it is to burn it alive. So I've decided to drop off objective number 3 for the moment, because there's no point holding on to something that's an endgame objective right now, and I'm just going to bide my time.
He played me.
Yeah, I'm going to strike when the iron's hot, or at least sneezing over there later. My Blightlord Terminators and my Malignant Plaguecaster, whose name I think we're going to call Pusgut the Stanky, has decided to go up round the corner over here. I knew you'd like that. I knew there was a little toot came out of your nose, and I knew that was a good one. And basically the Poxwalkers are hiding as well, because I feel like if Beanie then moves up, we've got more chance of capturing him in a bit of a crossfire later on. We're into the psychic phase now, and Pusgut's going to try and cast two spells.
I don't think he should.
One of which is going to be Gift of Plagues, because if he gets this off, then that means that these guys here will be within contagion range, because it adds 6 inches to the contagion range.
I refuse the gift.
And then I hope you get the receipt. Is that what we are doing there? So this goes off on a 6. A classic double 1. Going to be a reroll.
Yeah.
Going to be a reroll then.
Yeah.
So that's a CP well spent, I believe, to not absolutely F and Jeff my entire first turn using this. Finally, good. That goes off then. So I have the contagion range of 7, so they're at -1 toughness for the preceding battles. And then Gift of the Leper, which goes off also on 6. Ooh, goes off. So I roll 7, D6, 4, 5, 6, 7, and for every 4 up now, you'll take a mortal wound, because it exceeds their toughness, which is now 3. So you will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortal wounds. Ooh, I have the feel badsies. So here we are. That's what remains of the intercessors over here. Poor old little boys there. I feel bad, but not bad enough to not shoot them in the face now with all of my Terminators, who are going to level their combi bolters at these guys over here, and I'm going to get some dice and roll, baby. It's this many dice, my friend, and the 2 white dice over here are the Blight Launcher that's hidden within this group. Now these are going to be hitting on 3s going in against these 2 Marines. So let's see if we hit. Oh, we get some big hits through there, which is not bad in the slightest. Now, these ones here are going to be re-rolling 1s, but
and
all of
wounding
these...
on 2s, because I'm toughness 3.
Oh, you are toughness 3, yes, so there's strength 6 for the Blight Launcher. The rest of them are going to be wounding on 3s, though.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're going to re-roll that one. Cool, right, so no re-roll of that one there, and that one goes out as well. So you have, these are at -2, but you get +1 for being in cover, definitely, for that. And then the rest of them are going to be -0. So which ones do you want to do first, my friend?
I'm going to do the Blight Launchers, because if I fail them both, they're brown bread.
Cool, so here we go. So it's going to be...
4s.
Ooh, both made with gusto. Yes, so then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 saves at 2 up, I believe.
Yep.
Badoo. Ooh, sneaks 1 wound through. The Terminator's not pulling their weight, but doing enough to rattle some bones a little bit over there. And then that's it for the shooting phase. I don't think that the Malignant Plaguecaster has anything.
He's got a bolt pistol.
Does he have a bolt pistol? Yeah, you might as well get 1 shot off then. Pachoo! He misses. Good guy. Good guy. Okay, so that's it for all of my shooting done there. I believe now it is time for the charge phase.
No.
And the only charge that I'm going to be doing is going to be the Terminators against there. I know that it is probably going to move them away from the rest of the action that's going to be going on, but I do think that I need to deal with this threat right now, or I just let them come to me.
No, charge at me.
No, you know what? I'm not going to charge at you. I'm just going to stay put. I'm going to let you come to me. And it's going to be a case of, you want to get rid of the plague, you're going to have to come and fight me. Maybe, my friend, but I'm also worried that you're just going to open the doors here and completely flame all my poxwalkers, and then I'll be very, very sad. So that is the end of my turn. It is just leadership to take for these guys over here who lost 3 guys. So it's going to be...
If I roll a 6, it's real bad.
It's going to be real bad. You're fine for...
Hooray.
Yeah, you're fine. You pass with gusto, my friend. The yellow scars hold strong, and it's time for Beanie's turn 2. So here we are after Beanie's turn 2 movement, and what a movement it was. There was lots of thinking, a lot of tactics, a lot of checking the rules to make sure that we were playing things right, and then...
And we weren't!
Then reversing a few things that happened, because originally Beanie moved to the door here, tried to open it into the Poxwalkers, but we realised that that would have actually put him into direct combat rather than being able to open the door and shoot with that unit, so it wasn't to be. It was not to be.
No.
So instead, the aggressors and the intercessors have moved round the corner, claiming objective number 2, and they are going to light up some foes in a future round, because these aggressors have been put onto Overwatch, so when I come around the corner, Beanie's going to get a free shooting attack against all my Poxwalkers. The intercessors, however, they're a bit more brave, and they're going to go straight into the backs of these guys at a future point. The Eradicators and Rudiger have both got a mighty 6 inches on the advance,
very nice,
and they've charged through the halls of the Gulo Dank and are now going for objective number 3 and are able to get off a few psychic powers as well, because this guy over here, his butt is just sticking out enough, I'd say, for Rudiger to make an attack over there. So let's move into the psychic phase, and what would you like to do? Is it going to be Psychic Fortress again?
I'm going to do a smite first.
Hell yeah, live by the seat of your pants, mate. Okay, so smite into the Plague Marines, it goes off. I am not within denial range, so it's going to be...
D3.
For Ian. He's on Ian wounds, this guy over here, because he has to be the target.
And now Psychic Fortress.
Oh,
and it goes
baby.
Off.
Okay, so they've
so
all got
5
a
up
5
invul.
Very nice indeed. What are you going to be doing next? Because we move into your shooting phase.
Yes.
Oh, we forgot to say these guys here, they ran around the corner. Now, we were saying that this isn't a tactical retreat, it's just repositioning, because now they've got access to objective number 1 if they go up and through that corridor there.
And also they saw their friends get brutally murdered in a heartbeat, so there was a little bit of crying.
Yeah! Okay, so we move into the shooting phase, and it's the intercessors who are about to light up the world of these Plague Marines over here.
Yes, however, does the auxiliary grenade launcher fire instead of the guy shooting?
I believe it is. That's what you do in it, because it counts as just doing a grenade with that person, but at a longer range.
Okay, cool. So he's going to start off using a crack grenade.
Okay, so kaboom, excuse me, Marge.
So hitting on 3s.
Oh, it's a big hit.
Strength 6, so we win on 3s.
Yes, it will. Oh, it's a 2.
Curses and blast.
Auto bolters to finish the jobs?
No, it's definitely not worth it. What am I even thinking?
So the rest of them with their auto bolters are going into these Plague Marines over here.
So 12 shots, hitting on 3s for the MP Poos.
Oh, the MP Poos, bless him so.
Oh yeah, thank you.
And then this is going to be winning on 5s, because I am toughness 5.
Stupid Death Guard.
Yeah, they are pretty stupid.
So that's 3, and we are technically in the tactical doctrine, so it would be a -1.
Ooh, blimey. So 3 4-ups to save my dudes over here. I make 2, fail 1, so 1 of the Death Guard that was already injured has been removed from the battlefield. Damn it, my brother!
And now he's going to shoot at the other guy there with his combi melter.
Sure thing.
He is only going to shoot the melter side, so he can hit on 3s.
Yep, that makes sense. Here we
Let's
go.
see.
So Rudiger hits. It's a big hit.
So he'll wound on 3s.
It's a big
It's
wound.
-4.
So no save whatsoever. So it's D6 -1. Oh, for Ian wound, is it time for the...
For the command point reroll.
You damn right it is. Command point reroll on it for 4, so down to 3. He kills that guy dead. Ouchie wawa. 2 Plague Marines down, but I'm not out for the count just yet. That is all the shooting phase. Now it's time for the charge phase. Oh, the intercessor's going to come round the corner. Are they gonna come around the corner?
Well, because I can advance and charge as a white scar.
You have to. You can see this guy here, so you can charge, because you can't actually charge around corners in this game.
That is true. Okay, so I guess I'm going to need, what, like a 3?
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Is this a terrible idea?
Probably, because I'll keep you glued up for absolutely yonks. But then this does block the entire corridor for me, so I'm going to have to go around or find an alternate escape route.
You're right. It is a stupid idea. I definitely want to do it.
Okay, so here we go. The guys coming in, they are definitely in there. So the intercessors move into the Poxwalkers. So they've made their way in, and with a pile in, they are now ready to punch, kick, and claw down some of these Poxwalkers. But the intercessors are now at a toughness 3 because of the fact I am within contagion range, baby.
Stinky stink.
Very smelly indeed. So hitting on 3s with these fists. Is it first?
Yeah, doing the fist first.
Cool. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, there's a few 1s and 2s there. Not good, not good. Maybe the smell is so off-putting that they don't want to touch these Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
I mean, you are literally punching bags of offal right now.
4s.
Okay, so there's 3 through, no saves, so straight away. But
3 6-ups.
3 6-ups. Thank you for reminding me. Boom! I make 0, so 3 of these guys here bite the big one.
And now 4 hits of the thundriest hammer.
Ooh, baby, let's see
Hitting
it.
on 4s.
Ooh,
2
big
big
hits. And it's going to be killing on 2s, effectively, isn't it? Yep, 2 more. Oh, no,
so it'll be 3, do 3 at a time.
Yep. First one, oh, unsurprisingly fails. Damn, I wish that was a... And the other one surprisingly fails.
Okay, so another 2, so that's 5 gone.
Not bad at all, and then they will attack back.
No,
I'll get some dice.
They shouldn't.
It looks a little bit like this. It looks a little bit like this. They managed to pull down one of the intercessors over here, and they join the ranks, because remember, they've got this, like, shambling rot.
This might be worth a CP, actually, going for a 3, innit?
Yeah, yeah, good. Do you want to do a CP here?
Yeah.
Okay, so his last CP used, and he has kept him alive, so I've taken one of my Poxwalkers off, and he's back on the battlefield
Yay.
on 1 wound remaining. Not bad in the slightest. There is no morale to take because I feel no fear, and you are made of stronger stuff because you didn't die. And over here, I don't think I can fail it because even if I got a 6, they've only lost 2, so it's not meets it, beats it. So
Yeah, you're all good.
Don't need to worry about that one over there. But that is starting to get a bit too close for comfort as we go into my turn 2. All right, let's do it. So after a lot of back and forth thinking, even moving the Poxwalkers out of combat and then back in, I've decided that the best course of action is for them to stay the course, sneeze in the face of these horrible yellow scars over here, and just take an absolute drumming. So they're staying put, but the Blightlord Terminators and the Poxwalker, what's it called again? Malignant Plaguecaster, has moved forward over here. Now, I have decided to open the hatch, which is going to trigger the Overwatch from the aggressors, but I feel like this is a necessary thing to do because of the fact that they can maybe tank a hit a bit better than the other guys, and they can then charge through the door later on against these...
And beat them up.
Well, hopefully so, at least.
Yeah.
These guys over here are staying put because I didn't want to trigger Beanie's Overwatch straight away, but they are probably going to go into the back of these yellow intercessors over here. Even though there's a horrible pain train coming my way over there, I just got to try my best and mop up what I can on this side of the battle.
Absolutely.
So it is time for Beanie's Overwatch. So he's got 2 that can definitely see through because this model would have ended his turn there. So he's got 2 guys that he can see, and it's going to be...
So it'll be 4d6.
4d6 also hits coming in. Ooh, I see the 6 there though.
Yeah, so 9, 10, 12.
12, and it's going to be 5s to wound because it's 4s on 5s, isn't it?
6, 8, 10, 12. Yes.
Here we go, 5s to wound. Oh, that's pretty spicy actually. There's a few good 5s and 6s in there.
Yeah, so I've got 4 there, and they're -1 because of the what's called tactical doctrine.
Cool, so 3 up saves then with my Terminators, and I make all bar 1, so that is pretty good indeed. And it has to go on the one that they can see, so he's down to 2 wounds remaining. In the shooting phase, I am going to, if they can see, they'll fire their Plague Spitter, I believe that's what it's called, down there. I'm not entirely sure.
I think these guys
are blocking the way from there.
Yep,
so they can't see there. So I believe that that is it for my shooting phase, apart from, because he hasn't got a gun on him.
No, he's the absolution.
He's just a rolled man, isn't he? So what we're going to do then is just go for a charge phase straight away, and we're charging here first into them. Boom. So let's see if I can get them in. It's a 4. I don't know if I can, to be honest. Let's just double check that. No, they are damn short. So is it the CP here, or is it the CP in case I fail that one? That's going to hurt a lot more. Oh, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to go for it. Play gods. Treat me nice. So I'm going to re-roll this one here with a CP. Okay, cool. So I'm in with an 11.
Yep.
Now, will I get through the hatchway into the aggressors? Yes, I will. That was lucky.
Yes.
I was squeezing a bit there, like, oh no. So I'm going to move my troops, and we'll get back to the fight. This many dice, and hidden within there, the gold ones are the flail of corruption that are going into the aggressors, and these are going to be hitting on 3s. Ooh, baby, remove those 1s and 2s. You love to see them. You love to see them.
I just wish there was even more.
And then the next one's going to be...
Ooh, actually, that was too many.
Was it?
No, I just don't like how many you lost there. I expected more.
And then there's going to be 3s re-rolling 1s because they're plague weapons. Ah, there's the 2s.
Hey, 2s.
Hey, cool, right. So that is going to be -2 on each of these, I believe, with the Flail of Corruption involved as well.
Yes, but we'll have to do the flail separately because it's 2 damage.
Oh, it is damage too, yeah. So it's, you know what, because I rolled them all at once and I should have allocated them, you can allocate how you want to save them, my friend.
So I'm going to go with the 1 damage first.
Absolutely fine. So you've got that many. Oh, God, is that? Yep, that is.
Wow, you've got 4 from that.
Yep.
Yeah, delicious.
So 4s and 4s. So this is going to be 5-up saves, -2.
Yep, 5-up save. Still make 1, so 1 guy dies.
He does indeed.
And the other is now down to 2 wounds, which is the perfect
amount
for,
the flail.
for what you've got to do next.
So 4 more saves of 5-up to keep your boys alive. Ooh, that is unfortunate.
And it is enough to kill them.
CP, worth it or not? To tie him up?
Yeah, totally.
Cool, so Beanie's last CP on the reroll. He made it, so 1 of the aggressors is still alive on 2 wounds remaining. Not bad,
And he's
my
going to
man.
clonk you.
He is going to... Oh, is he on 1 wound, actually? Because he would have taken 1 round of 2 damage. Is that what it is? Because they have 3 wounds, don't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Yes, maths and stuff.
Good maths.
Beanie can't pay to interrupt, though, but we are going to do the fight here first because I am so invested in it. So please, roll your power fists.
Okay, so I believe that aggressors get Primaris attacks with +1.
Yep, because of Shock Assault.
So, no, just in their gear, they get extra attacks over normal because they got double fists.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Okay, so 5 attacks, hitting on the big old 4s.
Ooh, that's good. That's real good.
Okay,
wounding on
3s, get strength 8.
Ooh, 3 big through. So this is going to be
-3.
-3, so it'll be on their 4-up Corrupted Terminator armor. So let's see. Ooh, okay, and it's 1 damage, 2 damage apiece.
Yeah, so the 1 guy is dead.
I'm going to CP my one here because I feel like I can keep him alive on 1 wound. That'd be even better. I do not, so unfortunately my Flail of Corruption took damage, is out of action over there, and I am down to CP. So that's the end of that fight phase, but we have this here with these Plague Marines going in against the Intercessors, which looks a little like... So this is what it looks like after the combat. I managed to pull down 2 of the Intercessors, but they are now going to attack. I'm out of combat range with them as well, so that means that they are going to pile into my Poxwalkers. So it is, how many attacks with these boys?
Well, because we don't get Shock Assault.
No, sir.
So it's going to be 4 regular punchy attacks.
Yes, sir.
And then it's going to be 3 hammer blows.
Oh, dear.
So, poo.
Ooh.
Yay!
Nice. Okay, so 1 6-up save. No! 1 Poxwalker bites the big one.
And now 3 attacks from the Thunderhammer.
Ooh. And then 2 just to kill. Nice. So 2 more sets of 3. Nope, surprisingly. And, surprisingly, no. So 2 more Poxwalkers bite the big one. You're chewing through the squad of 20. There's still going to be... Actually, I'm going to keep him in there just in case he does happen to be within an inch. And then it's going to be the Poxwalkers attacking back. No damage done to the Intercessors by the Poxwalkers. So that is the end of combat. You can't fail leadership over here because you haven't lost enough models to actually be there or there. So I believe it is Beanie's turn 3. So here we are after Beanie's turn 3 movement, and we have started to kick into the Super Doctrine. So that means that all of the white scars, or yellow scars in this case, have damaged 2 fists or damaged 3 power fists. And Beanie has just remembered that he can fall back and charge the same turn. So that means that we're going to do a lot of Shock Assault charges against my Plaguey boys. These guys over here are moving around through the corridor because even though it may take them a while, objective number 1 is within their sights. And Rudiger has pointed his bony finger at his Eradicator and said, go forth in the name of the Emperor while I hold on to objective number 3 and stop giving up Slay the Warlord points. So yes, very nice indeed.
But the psychic phase
It is now, yep.
So what we're going to do? Psychic Fortress,
which he goes off, yes. Okay, so 5-up invulnerable onto these guys over here. And is that it?
That is the end of my psychic phase.
Shooting phase, brother.
Cool, so I can't shoot in the turn that I fell back, so 2 of my squads cannot, but my Eradicators can eradicate.
They can indeed. And
so it's only going to be 2 shots because they don't get total obliteration if they've advanced.
Ah, there we go. So it's 2 shots going into these Plague Marines because they're the best targets,
yes,
really, aren't
but
they?
it's hitting on 3s because we don't get affected by the move that penalty.
Yes, I like it. Ooh, there's the 2.
Still get the 2 though.
Okay, so wounding on 3s. Nice.
-4.
So no save whatsoever, so it's D6 -1. Ooh, for 2, just enough to kill one of these guys here, and I'm going to take that guy. So I've still got a Plague Spewer and my champion.
Not the Plague Spewer.
The little cough trotter. Okay, so that's it for the shooting phase. Short and sweet,
yeah,
I like
that's
it.
all I had.
Charge?
Yes, so I would like to charge my intercessors into your Poxwalkers.
What a surprise they're in.
Would you like to... Oh, you don't get to do Overwatch.
I don't get to do
Yes,
Overwatch.
I was afraid for reasons. Right, so charge them.
Okay, so you're charging into these 2 here. Cool, so they're there, and the intercessors, are they moving far, or are they going to stay close to objective number 1?
They're going to stay close to objective number 1.
Absolutely fine. So they are in there against the Poxwalkers. My Poxy boys! Okay, so time for a little fight phase, I believe.
It is, so I'm going to start with him.
How many attacks with the Sarge?
I believe he has 5.
5 attacks coming in with his big fists hitting on the 4s.
Big old 4s.
Nice.
So he really wants to kill them dead.
He has reclonculated their heads.
He has.
So it's going to be wounding on 3s?
3s.
Ooh, okay, so 2 coming in minus.
So it'll be -4 now because of the Assault Doctrine.
So 2 dead then, because there's no...
3 down to 2,
Yeah.
so they are gone.
So they are out of there. No saves for my Plague Boys whatsoever. Nicely done, Bean. And then it's going to be these Intercessors going in against the Poxies.
Yes, so there's 3, 6, 9... Oh, yeah, so it'll only be 6 fisticuffs,
Yeah,
and
here we
then
go.
into the hammer.
Nice.
So hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Wounding
So,
on.
4s.
Okay, so 2 dead unless I save them with 2 6s.
Yeah, because it's 2 damage.
Oh, yeah, so it's first one. No.
It's dead.
Second one.
Also
No.
dead.
So 2 more of the shambling dead are crumped and killed. Out, Chihuahua, and then it's the Thunderhammer.
The crackling of the hammer.
Ooh,
just
that's
saying it in the
very
voice,
good.
it seemed
That's
to help.
very good.
Okay, 2s to rack face. There's the ones.
Okay, so 2 dead. I'm not going to roll for them because it's very
4.
unlikely that I'm going to get 4 6s on there. If I did, I should be going to Vegas right now. So
Yes.
that was pretty good indeed. But now the pile-in of the rotting, shambling corpses, and I'm going to do my attacks, which look a little bit like... Unfortunately, the Poxwalkers could do no damage to their quarry over here, so that means that it's the end of the turn, and I have lost one of my key units of Plague Marines. So I'm going to have to fight hard, tooth and nail, to claw this back as we go into my turn tree. So, feeling that the tide is somewhat turning and it is not carrying the stinky wind that I know so well, I have decided to get a bit more risque with my business. So, I've fallen the Poxwalkers out of combat over here so that they can hopefully go on to objective number 2 later, and the Blightlord Terminators are coming round the corner to address many threats that are appearing above them. I also advanced my Malignant Plaguecaster around the corner to try and finish these guys off, maybe with the Curse of the Leper. So, we move into the psychic phase. Babini will get a denial over here because it doesn't say anything in the rules about visibility for denial range, and we are definitely within 24 inches of each other. So the first thing that I'm going to do is try for a smite. So let's see. Ooh, it is a mighty 8 on that one there. Would you like to try and deny that at all, Beanie Boy?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go with the denial. Looking for... Not that. So it is, I get D3 on them for 3. So that is 1 and a bit.
Yeah.
Heroes and a half shell down. It's a good start. Can they carry on? Because now it's time for the Curse of the Leper, which is... not going on that. So I'm going to use my CP that I generated at the beginning of the turn to see if I can get that. It is a 9 this time. Do you have 2 denials with your Psychic?
Nope.
Just the Een, and it is 7 D6.
Same as you.
Good time. So this is going to be looking for 4s now because you're still within containment range. Will I be able to clear the way? I do with gusto. Phew. Right, okay, so that is them out of action. Now it is time for the shooting phase. Everything is going to go into this last aggressor over here, and then we're going to do a very risky charge all the way over into the Eradicators. I'll be back if I do manage to take this guy's head off. So I managed to take down the aggressor with a few lucky shots from the combi bolters, and now it comes down to the charge. So nothing else can charge over here apart from the Blightlord Terminators going into the Eradicators over there. Will Nurgle bless them? Not like that, and because I don't think I've got any CP left to do so, so we are staying put right there. Thus is the nature of 40k. So that is the end of my turn. It is now going to be Beanie's turn quattro. So Beanie has had his movement and all of his forces are coalescing in this one area. These guys got a massive 6-inch advance around the corner and the Eradicators are stepping forward to try and light up these blights, to blight up their world. But old Rudiger over here, he's popped his head around the corner to cast his one and only spell, which is...
Psychic Fortress.
Oh!
And it doesn't go off, so you don't even need to deny.
Oh, lucky me. Okay, so... Is that... Yeah, that's it for the psychic phase, but it's time for the shooting phase now.
So...
And all of these guys are going to go into... Oh, you're going to go into the Malignant Plaguecaster.
Yeah,
cool
so 6 shots.
Here we go. Nice. And then these are going to be wounding on the 5s.
Indeed they will.
Ooh,
2 wounds and no minus, so 2 3-ups.
Made them both.
Cool. And now another 6 shots because of the total obliteration.
Oh, these guys here, they're going
into the Blight Lords.
Into the Blight Lords. Here we go. Oh, that was good. That was very good indeed.
So wounding on 3s.
Oh, kablamo, excuse me, Mard.
All of them,
wounds.
all 5. So 5 4-ups.
5 4-ups to make. Let's see if we can keep some of these Terminators alive. We do keep a lot of them alive because there's only going to be 2 coming in. 2d6 plus 2 though, or minus 1 in this case.
So, so 5.
So one of them is very dead. Ooh.
Ooh, now is that worth the CP?
Because what's that going to be then?
3 down to 2, so it won't kill him.
Yeah, it won't kill him.
So I am going to use my...
There he is.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
So I killed another.
So there's 2 more Blight Lord Terminators out of action, my dude. So yeah, not bad shooting at all. Time for the charge phase.
Oh yes.
Into the Malignant Plaguecaster, I believe.
Have
And
it!
unsurprisingly, they make it in. There's a Power Fist and a regular Punchy Boy going in against this guy here.
Inexplicably more damage than a Power Sword at the moment because his fists are furious.
It's ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah,
okay, so it is time for the fighty, and who are you going to go first? Power Fist or regular fist?
Power Fist.
Power Fist. Okay, hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
Ooh.
2 big hits. Wounding on the old 3s.
Okay, so 2 big wounds.
Minus 4.
Okay, so I don't think that the Malignant Plaguecaster gets
May have a 5-up invul as a demonic.
Double check. He only has 4 wounds. That is 4 damage going through with the Power Fist. So the Malignant Plaguecaster is out of action, my dudes. Not bad at all. I think Beanie's in a very strong position here because I'm going to have to either abandon objectives to get onto them in the final turns or get cracking some skulls. But that's all I can do. So let's get into my turn. So I've done my movement, that was super quick indeedy. I've just got myself 1 extra CP for the privilege, and it's time for the shooting phase, because there's no psychic, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. So I'm going to do the Blight Launcher and the Combi Bolter into the Eradicators, obviously. So it's the Blight Launcher first. He hits you 2 times, 6s on 4s now.
So 3s.
3s to wound. It is 2 big wounds, minus 2.
Okay, so 2 5-ups.
Ooh,
Make 1 fail
2 damage onto that.
So he is down to 1.
And then it's going to be the, whatchamacallits. Oh, I'm going to throw can I throw a Blight Grenade?
I don't know if Terminators have grenades.
Dang it. Okay, well, I'll fire the Combi Bolter then. Oh, my goody.
Because you didn't have faith in the Combi Bolter.
It's
so wound on 4s. Because of contagion.
Okay, so no wounds taken on that one there. They've got no shooting. It's time for the charge. I'm going to come straight on in with the Terminators.
Understandable, yeah.
Into those guys there, and he just about crawl their way in. That's fine.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. And then the Poxwalkers are going to go sideways into the other guys there. Who also
I don't think they will.
I think they might be in. Let's just double check within an inch. They are in. Yes. Okay, so that's fine. The Poxwalkers are just going to hopefully gum up the door as best they can with their, well, awfully bodies. So at the end of that combat over there with the Blight Lord Terminators, they took down 2 of the Eradicators. And over here, the Poxwalkers managed to take down 1 of the Intercessors. But now it is Beanie's fight back. So it is the Eradicator going in against them.
Vortex.
Ooh,
hits twice.
Hits twice, wounding on 5s. No
wounds.
wounds. No better, no better.
4 attacks over there.
Here's the Power Fist, though. This is the scary one.
There we go. All 2s to kill.
Nurgle loves these boys here. I'm not even going to roll for them because it's 3 damage a pop, isn't it?
Yep, so that's 4 more dead.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh dear. Oh no. The pox is crumbling. The ship is almost clear of infection. So that is it. That's all of my combat. And now we go into Beanie's last turn. He is 10 points ahead, and it all comes down to which objectives that we are holding at the end of this game. I think, to be honest, he's probably going to win, because if he kills those guys over there, I can't get around the corner unless I advance, maybe. That's probably the only way that I can try and get a draw. But even that is going to be tough with this bloody bastard around. So Beanie has got one big plan, and that is to keep Rudiger alive, because if he does, then he basically wins the game. The objective number 3 is under his control. He's got worth 10 points for Slay the Warlord, and now he's protected by his bouncer, who is bodyguarding this door over here because he's fallen out of combat. The sergeant has moved forward to challenge my Poxwalkers. If he can kill both of them, which I do not think will be a very difficult feat, then that means that I will not be able to get 2 objectives under my control, and Beanie will win the game. So it all comes down to Poxwalkers at the end of the day.
Awesome.
I love it. So, do you want to do with the psychic powers with this guy?
Yeah, so on a 6.
Oh,
nope.
No, okay, no psychic powers. Okay, so over here, it's the shooting attack, the only shooting attack in the game.
3 attacks.
Here we go. Oh, he hits 3 times. It's forced
on wound.
Oh, 2
1
wounds.
wound.
And it's only 1 damage. Oh, and it's not a save, so another Poxwalker. Yep. Oh, wait, no, one of these Poxwalkers would have come back for me clawing you down. So I've lost 1 to gain 1, so I've still got 2 left over here.
Okay. Now the charge.
Here's the charge. Oh, what a surprise. He has made it. He is inside next to me. He's contesting this objective. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me.
Okay, so now
4 attacks on the charge with the Power Fist, looking for 4s. The Poxwalkers. Oh, there's just enough to kill them.
Okay,
2s, re-rolling, nothing.
And I've got a CP.
You do have a CP. You're CPing it now, or are you saving it for the wound? You don't want it to be like this. You don't want it to be like
2s.
this. Oh, there's
There's
the
the
CP.
CP.
There it is. So it is going to be, how many is it this time with the Power
So it'll be
Fist?
3.
I'm going to try my luck.
3
so 3
sixes.
Ah, bada, 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 bada. But both of them are down, and with that, Beanie will win the game, because there's no way that I can stop him. But, as with many things in Brobnarian lore, even though the odds are not in my favour, I demand my last turn for a little bit of fight back and a little bit of punishment. So, let's just see if we can kill everyone bar Rudiger.
Lovely.
So, into my turn 5. So we go. It is time for the final action of the game, and the Terminators have got a plan, and it is a stanky one at that. With Pusgut gone, the effluence that surrounds his rotting corpse has reminded them that they probably needed to have protected him earlier, so they're going to try and take their anger out on these 2 guys. So, what we're going to do, Blight Launcher going into this guy, Combi Bolter going into that guy. If we kill one of them, we charge the other. If we kill none of them, we go and basically just sit in a corner and cry for a bit. So
excellent.
All right, see, it's a good
solid plan, and you executed it flawlessly.
So the Blight Launcher going in against the Eradicator. It's 2 big hits.
Ooh.
Does Nurgle want this? Because this is going to be wounding on
3s.
3s. Oh, Nurgle wants it a little bit. And you know what? I'm going to spend my CP here. Why not? Double 6s.
Ooh, he loves
where
it.
were you when I had to do the feel no pain?
Okay, so
Minus
5
2s,
ups.
yeah.
So I make 1 fail when he's
So
down to a wound.
Damn it, he's still alive. And then the 4 shots from the Combi Bolter going into your mate by the door. He hits you twice, which is just enough to kill him. If he rolls spectacularly well, he wounds you the 1 time. Damn it, crying in the corner. And there's the save of a 6-up. The crying in the corner seems to be the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave him on that objective to make your victory humongous, because it'll be 50 points for holding that. 60 points for killing my Warlord to my 0, and I like that. So what we're going to do, because 6s, oh no, 7's our number.
Yeah,
Damn
you
it.
like 7, Slanesh likes 6.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge your Eradicator now, and
Come
just
on,
make sure
then.
that we can knock on the door and be like, I know you're in there, I know you're in there. And with a 7,
Yes,
there
you're
it is,
right.
Nurgle's number has come up finally. We're in, and we're going to attack you with the Bale Swords, no, also the Bubonic Axewes. Hitting you on
7 attacks.
Hitting you on 3s. That's really poo-poo pancakes.
That is really poo-poo pancakes. You've only got to do 1 wound,
exactly.
so easy.
Wounding you on 3s, re-rolling
Yes.
the 1s. There's the 1.
1.
Come on, re-roll it, mate. Cool, so 2 wounds coming in, minus 2.
2 5s. Easy.
Oh,
So close. Oh, I haven't got a CP. It's
so
fine.
he finally claws him down. The Eradicators that gave them so much trouble have finally been put to rest. What a game. I loved this.
Wow.
This was such a fun back and forth thing. I thought that it was going to be going in my way because of the leper plague thing, because doing that many wounds, but not having an invulnerable save, it really came down to the
it
crunch.
did.
Literally when you broke his bloody face in half. I really enjoyed the Death Guard so far. I think that the Things I need to get used to are the using the poxwalkers better as shields, and I think I need to figure out how to use screening more because you get obviously less units to play with, but I am really enjoying them so far. And those yellow scars, they came up.
They did today.
Numbers, mate. Absolutely loved it. So let us know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. And if you want to follow us on the social medias, you can follow Beanie over on Instagram at
Beanie40k.
And you can follow me over on Instagram at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.